Welcome to the Summit Academy. We are going to discuss the international relations current affairs and the topic is about the Interpol. Our point of discussion will be the organization structure of Interpol, the working mechanism of Interpol and the notices that are issued by the Interpol will be our point of discussion. Let's dive into the topic of the Interpol. Let's imagine a person has committed a crime in India and escaped to Dubai. Indian police have a territorial jurisdiction. It implies their powers and acts are confined to territory of India. Then how come the Indian police who are facing the territorial limitation in terms of powers and acts can go to Dubai, can search the offender, arrest the offender, extradite him back to India and put him behind the prison? There is a lot of difficulties involved, there are a lot of technicalities involved and their work is too complex. So their work can be simplified with the cooperation of the Dubai police. So with the cooperation of the Dubai police, the work of the Indian police can be simplified. That cooperation is facilitated by an organization that is nothing but an Interpol. Interpol is an international crime police organization that has been established to combat the transnational crimes. Examples of transnational crimes like terror activities, human trafficking, drug trafficking and organized crimes. If you look into the features of these transnational crimes, their activities are not confined to one country and their acts are not confined to one country and there is a territorial nexus among the, there is a territorial nexus also in this type of a transnational crime. So to deal with these transnational crimes effectively, there should be a cooperation and coordination among the countries. That cooperation and coordination is facilitated by the organization that is nothing but an Interpol. Interpol, it is the largest police organization with around 196 member countries and India is also the part of that Interpol. The headquarters of Interpol is situated at a line that is at the France. The official languages of the Interpol there are the 4 official languages. One is Arabic, French, Spanish and English are the official languages designated the Interpol. This is about the introduction of an Interpol. Now we will discuss the organizational structure of an Interpol. The organizational structure of Interpol includes the General Assembly, General Secretariat, Executive Committee, regional bureaus and also the national central bureaus are the organizational structure of an Interpol. Now we will discuss the organizational structure of Interpol. The first thing is about the first organization is about the General Assembly. General Assembly consists of one delegate from each member state. That means as we have discussed, there are around 196 member states in the Interpol. So each country will send the one delegate in the General Assembly. And the functions of the General Assembly is an decision making body. So General Assembly is a decision making body of the Interpol. Stands next to the General Assembly is an General Secretariat. General Secretariat is headed by an Secretary General who is appointed by the General Assembly and the tenure is 5 years. The functions of the Secretary General is day-to-day activities or day-to-day operations. Stands next to the General Secretariat is an Executive Committee. The Executive Committee consists of 13 members, each representing the different regions. They were also appointed by the General Assembly. The functions of the Executive Committee consists of implementing the decisions taken by the General Assembly and also supervising the work of the General Secretariat, that is Secretary General, are the functions of the Executive Committee. Next is regional bureaus. There are around 7 regional bureaus. Stands next to the regional bureaus is a National Central Bureau. The National Central Bureau is a focal point of contact between the member states and the Interpol. On behalf of the India, CBI representing the Interpol. So CBI is designated as a National Central Bureau. National Central Bureau is nothing but a focal point of contact. Each member state will designate its organization as NCB and through that NCB, the focal point of contact, through that NCB, the contact will take place between the Interpol and the member states. So this is about the organization structure of an Interpol. Now we will discuss the working mechanism of an Interpol. As we have discussed, that the Interpol provides a platform and it facilitates the cooperation and coordination among the member states to combat the transnational crimes. That cooperation and coordination is facilitated through the information exchanges, knowledge sharing, joint research activities. So the information exchanges, knowledge sharing, joint research activities are carried out through a secured network. That secured network is I-24/7. The I-24/7, which is situated at their headquarters, serves as a global secured network through which the information takes place, information exchange takes place, knowledge sharing takes place. Next, the way of mechanism, I mean the mechanism of communication is done through the notices, which are in the form of color coded. Through the notices, the information will take place. Now we will discuss the notices that are issued by the Interpol. So on the request of the member states, the Secretary General will issue the notices. The type of the notices are which are in the form of an color coded. That color indicates the nature of the information. So the first thing is about the red corner notices. Red corner notices is issued to arrest the wanted persons. Next thing is about the blue collar notices. The blue corner notices is issued to prior to the arrest, and it is issued to gather the information and the location of the offender and the location of the person and the activities carried out by the person. So prior to the arrest or prior to the initiation of the criminal proceedings, this blue collar notices is issued to gather the information. We came to know that the recent example where the blue collar notice is issued against the Nityananda. The next thing is black notices. Black notices is issued to seek the information on unidentified dead bodies, so that their information or their identity cannot be used for the any criminal activities. Next thing is red notice, yellow color notices. Yellow color notices is issued to help in locating the missing persons, especially the minors. Next thing is green notices. Green notices is issued to provide the warning or the intelligence sharing about the person who have committed a criminal offenses, I mean who have a criminal background, to provide the warning about that person or the intelligence sharing about that person. This green notices is issued. Let's take an example. If any person, if any criminal, if any offender like who have a nexus with the criminal activity, with the terror activities had entered India, then the Interpol will issue the notices to the CBI regarding the information sharing, that is intelligence sharing. It provides a warning that a terror activity, that the person who have a link with the terrorist or who belongs to the terrorist organization has entered India, so that it provides an intelligence sharing about that person. This is about the green notices. Next thing is about the orange notices. Orange notices, it provides a warning or the intelligence sharing about an event. Let's take an example that if the terrorist activities are targeting any event like Republic Day or any religious event, so the Interpol will provide a prior information sharing or the intelligence sharing to the country, so that they can arrange the so that they can take a precautionary measures towards that event. Next is a purple notice. Purple notice is issued to seek the information on the modus operandi, that is the procedure adopted by the criminals and the concealment and the concealment methods used by the criminals. So this is about the purple notices. And the recent notices that are issued by the Interpol is on silver notices. Silver notice is issued to combat the financial crimes. It is issued for tracking, obtaining, recovering of the criminal assets, like the offenders, I mean if the persons through the fraudulent activities, through committing the drug trafficking, through committing the corruptions or the environmental crimes, they have appropriated that, they have earned the money, they have made that money, and they use that money to purchase the properties in any other countries, so that the domestic country doesn't have the jurisdiction over that countries. So to avoid the territorial jurisdictions of that country, the offenders through these activities which are of in a criminal natures like fraud, environmental crimes, drug trafficking, they have earned the money and they have purchased the properties in other countries. So to recover that assets, recover the properties, this silver notice has been issued. So this is about these are about the notices that are issued by the Interpol. Remember, Interpol is not a part of an United Nations. So this is about the Interpol. If you look at the notices, so these are the notices that are issued by the Interpol, like red notices arresting the wanted persons. So this is about the Interpol.